Numbers 33. Here are the stages in the journey of the Israelites when they came out of Egypt by divisions, under the leadership of Moses and Aaron. At the Lord's command, Moses recorded the stages in their journey. This is their journey by stages. The Israelites set out from Ramses on the 15th day of the first month, the day after the Passover. They marched out boldly in full view of the Egyptians, who were burying all their firstborn, whom the Lord had struck down among them, for the Lord had brought judgment on their gods. The Israelites left Ramses and camped at Succoth. They left Succoth and camped at Etham on the edge of the desert. From there they turned back to Phi-Hirath, to the east of Baal-Zephon, and camped near Migdol. They left there and passed through the sea into the desert, and when they had traveled for 3 days in the desert of Etham, they camped at Marah. They left there and went to Elim, where there were 12 springs and 70 palm trees, and they camped there. They left Elim and camped by the Red Sea. They left the Red Sea and camped by the desert of Sin. They left there and camped by Dophkah. They left there and camped at Alush. They left at Alush and camped at Rephidim, where there was no water for the people to drink. They left there and camped at the desert of Sinai. They left there and camped at Kibroth Hattaavah. They left there and camped at Hazeroth. They left there and camped at Rutmah. They left there and camped at Rimmon Perez. They left there and camped at Libnah. They left Libnah and camped at Rissah. They left there and camped at Kehelath. They left there and camped at Mount Sephir. They left there and camped at Haradah. They left Haradah and camped at Mikaloth. They left there and camped at Tahath. They left there and camped at Terah. They left Terah and camped at Mithkah. They left there and camped at Hashmanah. They left there and camped at Mosheroth. They left there and camped at Beni Jaakan. They left there and camped at Hor Haggadah. They left there and camped at Jotbatha. They left Jotbatha and camped at Abrona. They left there and camped at Ezion Geber. They left there and camped at Kadesh in the desert of Zin. They left Kadesh and camped at Mount Hor on the border of Edom. At the Lord's command, Aaron the priest went up Mount Hor, where he died on the first day of the 5th month of the 40th year after the Israelites came out of Egypt. Aaron was 123 years old when he died on Mount Hor. The Canaanite king of Arad, who lived in the Negev of Canaan, heard that the Israelites were coming. They left Mount Hor and camped at Zalmonah. They left there and camped at Punan. They left there and camped at Oboth. They left there and camped at Ai-Abarim on the border of Moab. They left there and camped at Dibon Gad. They left there and camped at Almon Dibiathim. They left there and camped in the mountains of Abarim near Nebo. They left the mountains of Abarim and camped on the plains of Moab by the Jordan across from Jericho. There on the plains of Moab they camped along the Jordan from Beth Jemoshoth to Abel Shittim. On the plains of Moab, by the Jordan, across from Jericho, the Lord said to Moses, "Speak to the Israelites and say to them, when you cross the Jordan into Canaan, drive out all the inhabitants of the land before you, destroy all their carved images and their cast idols, and demolish all their high places. Take possession of the land and settle in it, for I have given you the land to possess. Distribute the land by lot according to your clans. To a larger group give a larger inheritance, and to a smaller group a smaller one. Whatever falls to them by lot will be theirs. Distribute it according to your ancestral tribes. But if you do not drive out the inhabitants of the land, those you allow to remain will become barbs in your eyes and thorns in your sides. They will give you trouble in the land where you will live. And then I will do to you what I plan to do to them."